The United States military stands today as the world's most powerful. How did this happen? It is a story of global conflict, technological innovation, and strategic thinking. From humble beginnings, the U.S. military has transformed into a force of unparalleled capability. We will delve into the historical context, pivotal wars, and technological advancements that shaped this superpower. Join me as we embark on a journey through time. We will trace the footsteps of the American military from its nascent stages to its current global preeminence. This is a story about more than just weapons and soldiers. Our journey begins on the eve of global conflict, with a nation on the brink of transformation. Before World War II, the United States maintained a relatively small standing army. The nation was focused on internal development and wary of foreign entanglements. Military strength was not seen as a priority. The emphasis was on defense, not global power projection. This isolationist stance would be dramatically challenged by the events of the 1930s and 40s. The U.S. military was technologically behind some European powers at the time. Its industrial base, however, was vast and largely untapped. This latent potential would prove critical in the coming years. The seeds of future dominance were sown in the factories and shipyards of a nation on the verge of war. The relative isolation of the United States was about to be shattered. The world wars of the 20th century would force the nation onto the global stage. World War II was a turning point for the U.S. military. The conflict forced rapid expansion and modernization. The nation's industrial might was unleashed, producing vast quantities of weapons and equipment. The U.S. emerged from the war as a major military power, possessing both a powerful conventional military and the atomic bomb. The Cold War that followed presented a different kind of challenge. The U.S. faced a rival superpower in the Soviet Union. This competition fueled a decades-long arms race. The U.S. military developed new technologies and doctrines to counter the Soviet threat. This era saw the rise of nuclear deterrence, space exploration, and proxy wars. The end of the Cold War did not lead to a decline in U.S. military power. Instead, the U.S. emerged as the sole superpower. Section 4. The technological edge. From radar to stealth. Technology has been a defining factor in the rise of the U.S. military. World War II saw advancements like radar and the atomic bomb, fundamentally changing warfare. The Cold War ushered in the jet age, with supersonic aircraft and intercontinental ballistic missiles. The U.S. consistently sought technological superiority over its adversaries. The latter part of the 20th century saw the rise of information technology. The U.S. military embraced this revolution, developing sophisticated communication and surveillance systems. Precision-guided munitions, drone technology, and real-time intelligence sharing became hallmarks of U.S. military operations. The 21st century presents new frontiers in military technology. Cyber warfare, artificial intelligence, hypersonic weapons, and space-based assets are becoming increasingly important. The U.S. military is investing heavily in these areas to maintain its technological edge. The arsenal of democracy, economic powerhouse. Military might does not exist in a vacuum. It requires a strong economic foundation. The U.S. has consistently been one of the world's largest economies. This economic power has been crucial in supporting its military ambitions. The U.S. has been able to devote significant resources to maintaining a large and technologically advanced military. The U.S. economy's strength allows it to fund cutting-edge research and development. This ensures that its military has access to the latest technologies. Furthermore, a robust economy allows the U.S. to weather economic shocks that could cripple nations with smaller economic bases. Despite criticisms, the U.S. economy remains a powerful engine supporting its military. As the global economic landscape shifts, maintaining this advantage will be crucial for sustaining U.S. military power in the 21st century. Strong friends deterred enemies. The value of alliances. The U.S. military does not operate in isolation. A key aspect of its power lies in its network of alliances. These partnerships, forged over decades, provide the U.S. with a global network of bases, intelligence sharing, and military cooperation. These alliances multiply the effectiveness of U.S. military power. NATO, established after World War II, remains a cornerstone of U.S. security policy. The U.S. also has strong alliances with countries like Japan, South Korea, and Australia in the Asia-Pacific region. These alliances are crucial for maintaining stability and deterring potential adversaries. Despite criticisms, alliances remain a key pillar of U.S. foreign and military policy. The U.S. understands that global challenges are best faced with partners. Maintaining these relationships is essential for navigating the complexities of the 21st century. Projecting power, the importance of global reach. A key element of U.S. military dominance is its global reach. The U.S. maintains a network of military bases and facilities around the world. These bases allow the U.S. to project power quickly to almost any corner of the globe. This global presence is a legacy of its role in World War II and the Cold War. These bases serve as logistical hubs, allowing for the rapid deployment of troops and equipment. They also host training exercises with allied nations, fostering cooperation and interoperability. The presence of U.S. bases overseas is not without controversy. Some host nations view them as infringements on their sovereignty. Despite these challenges, the ability to project power globally remains a cornerstone of U.S. military strategy. This global reach allows the U.S. to respond to threats, deter aggression, and protect its interests around the world.